Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we are in Del Sol Valley, where I never really build, and we're on this enormous lot that actually has 3 driveways, but we are only utilizing one because, why? Instead of just doing a home with some rentals on the lot, very obviously, I decided I would set my goal to be some hidden rental lots. So this one ends up having a basement apartment and also a treehouse apartment. And I tried really hard to go with kind of a mid-century modern vibe. I don't know if I 100% achieved that because I do have my old habits and I like certain styles of houses, and it's hard to branch out and use different kinds of furniture and wallpapers, but I did try. And it also has a teen daughter's room and then a very large primary bedroom with a walk-in closet and an ensuite bathroom, which I think is very cool. Here you'll see me working on the basement apartment entrance first because I wanted to just map it out and make sure that I gave it enough space. So here is the basement apartment general layout. I do end up expanding it slightly over more so that I can fit in this staircase, and I used the gray brick staircase. I think that's just base game, and when I pulled it out to the side a little bit, I changed the angle of the stairs, and then I'd use that little cutout right there, just get rid of that, and it looks like a very funny little shape, so I just pulled it out slightly more so that it wouldn't be so weird. There was a lot of fiddling to get this to work. And also because the house is up on a foundation, it does look a little silly. There's like a little void in between where the steps go and into the basement. So just ignore that. It's totally fine. We're just going to pretend that's not there. And then I used these doors from Get Famous, which came with the world of Del Sol Valley. So I tried it with this dark tone up here first. I may change them to the lighter wood tone later on, but I did know that I wanted to use the Home Chef Hustle Stuff Pack kitchen counters and cabinets and such. So I did place them down, and I ended up giving a little bit more room to the kitchen because this little tiny nook just did not do it for me. I thought that it just needed a tiny bit more space. And then here's after I got some of the cabinets in place. I do end up adding a few more. And as much as I like that little corner cabinet, or the corner shelf instead of the corner cabinet, instead I just took 2 regular cabinets and kind of made my own corner piece. Just kind of shoved them together slightly so that they wouldn't, clip too much, but we did what we could. And also I had to add a little end cabinet or a little end countertop at the bottom so that I could use a different upper head cabinet look and have it not look absolutely silly. But here is the basic layout of the kitchen. This is the main home's kitchen, and I used the stove from the Home Chef Hustle Pack. I even have this large pantry space, and I also used the sink from that pack as well. I think that it came out really cute, and I did give them a dishwasher, and I just kind of switched everything around. The first window I ended up here in the kitchen was the sky because I thought it looked really nice with the island living sliding doors. Like it's the same kind of layout. I do switch up some of the windows later on to be the window from high school years that can be opened if you have like a platform or a surface on the other side of the window to climb out. It's like the climb out window. I think I put them in the daughter's room and in the parents' room. I may also have them in the living room. I'm not 100% sure. Here's the basic living room setup though. I used the couch and chair from Dream Home Decorator. I do end up eventually changing that to a sectional. Right here I'm just mapping out where the furniture is going to go and what the layout of the home is going to be because in case you're new here, hi. I am mostly a stay-at-home mom. I only work on the weekends, so I only really get to build during nap time and bedtime. And during those times, I do kind of just jump around and get as much done as I can to get a basic idea of what I'm going to come back to later. I can't sit down for, 3-4 hours at a time to complete a build, so I have to space out what room I'm doing. I can't just like sit here and focus on one room for my 1 hour of time that I get. So I do jump around a little bit, but this is the basic setup. This is the primary bedroom with the walk-in closet and the bathroom. And then I'm just picking out the doors. And I did really want to use a Dream Home Decorator door, like a glass sliding door. I thought this one was perfect. And then just another, plain door for the bathroom. So I just use this one, also from Dream Home Decorator. I believe here's where I'm working on the roofing. Yes, I switched these around just a little bit because I realized I wanted there to be a little bit of an overhang. So here is the front layout pretty much. And then in the back, it came together pretty easily. I was a little confused at first as to how I was going to do it. At first I thought about using this little wing guy, but I didn't quite like that. And then I tried to draw out like a little platform instead, which you'll see right there, but I didn't like that either, so I got rid of it, and instead I just used one like long piece and I just cut it into sections so that I could pull the eaves back. I thought that looked really, really nice, and that's pretty much it. I was like, oh, that was easy. Like, I didn't expect for it to be that easy, but it really was, and it came out looking just nice and simple. I like the low ranch style roofing that I had going on here. Now here is the kitchen. You will see pretty much completely done. I did end up using a corner shelf in this side of the kitchen, and also there's a dish rack which came with the For Rent pack, and then the curtains are actually from Parenthood, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And then here's the little soap pump I put on the sink, and there's a paper towel holder. And then where that casserole dish is, I end up putting a kettle instead. And then I use my little deleting the walls trick to get this little hanging wall towel to be on the side of this pantry cabinet thing, and I thought that looked really nice. I thought that just made a lot of sense. So here is that sink I had to put back because it got deleted, adding a little bit more kitchen clutter here. I have some cooking utensils in a little vase, and then I have these little canisters from Cottage Living. This little plant is from For Rent. I'm pretty sure that's it for the corner shelving piece, other than, oh right, then I decided to break out this little tiny container of snacks, and I was cluttering up this upper shelf. So I took a pot from Horse Ranch, and then those plates are from Snowy Escape with the bowls on top, and then I think I just got some like plain plates right here from, oh, I totally missed where they were from because it moved so fast. I think those are from Home Chef Hustle as well, and this little plant from Greenhouse Haven that I also love so much and use all the time, like way too much of. I used this new pink swatch for the kettle that I thought was really nice and matched the kitchen, color scheme I had going on. And then here are just some lights. I use this one from Growing Together in the kitchen and over the table, but then I replaced the one in the kitchen with just a base game ceiling light. And then here you'll see I changed up the layout a little bit. So I used a sectional couch instead from Dream Home Decorator, but the same chair and in a green tone rather than blue, because I thought there's just too much in the game and I wanted to do a different color. So I used green instead. And also that rug is just so pretty with like the peachy tone of the leaves in it. So I thought using another like bright pink or coral tone on the walls would just kind of accentuate that like tropical but LA feel that Del Sol Valley gives me, and that's what I wanted to do. And then here, these two bookshelves here are from Growing Together. What I did was I scooched the one into the other on the side so that it looks like it's just one continuous unit versus two units. And then I also had to add different accessories on the top so that they wouldn't look exactly the same. There you just saw me squish those two together to make like one little continuous bookshelf, and I thought that looked really nice. And then I'm just adding some wall lights because I wanted a little bit more lighting without too much use of the saucers, because I use them all the time and they're like my starting point, but I don't like them to be the actual ceiling lights if they don't have to be. Here are some paintings also from Dream Home Decorator. I thought that they matched the color scheme really well. They kind of blended the kitchen and the living room together. And then this little console table is from Get Famous as well. And here's a little shoe rack by the door because that makes sense. I think I also add like an umbrella stand later, but first I'm adding this little mail sorter thing from the Everyday Clutter Kit. I use a lot of packs in this one. I apologize, but I just can't help myself. And then on the table here, or under the table, I added a little rug. And then here in the bathroom, we have pretty much the same for all bathrooms. So I only showed this bathroom. In case you're wondering, this is what I base the other home's bathroom off of. I just did the same thing basically, maybe slightly different layout. But I pick out the sink from Growing Together, and instead of using it in this wood tone, I do change it to like the sage green tone because I thought that it looked a lot nicer. Also, I was like trying to match the mirror with the sink fixture, and I just didn't like my options. So I thought, oh, if I change it to green, then then the fixture is silver, and I can work with silver. I wasn't feeling the black fixtures in this bathroom in particular. And then of course I add my favorite bathroom clutter stuff, the plunger, the rug, toilet paper roll. And I was thinking about using the new shower from For Rent, but I changed my mind. I just went with base game one, and I thought it looked very, very nice. And then here's a tub from Dream Home Decorator, and then I add the shelves from what's that called? Home Chef Hustle. There we go. The shelves from Home Chef Hustle, and I clutter it up a bit. Here's the ceiling light, and that is the bathroom pretty much done besides the towels on the wall. And I think I might add, oh right, I do. I add a couple things to the sides of the tub and a little shower caddy in the stand-up shower, and maybe a little bit more wall decor. No, a little basket instead. That's what I added. I added a little basket, and I tried to use the shelf to kind of map out where everything would fall instead of grabbing the red OMSP shelf. I do have that, but for some reason I haven't been using it recently. Maybe I've just been trying not to. So, and then I added this little basket. It's technically of like baby care stuff, but I think it just looks like shampoos and, travel size stuff. I thought it looked really nice. And of course my little candle from the bathroom clutter kit, because I just love it. I wish we had more candles like that in like all different colors. And then of course I add a robe, because you need to have a robe in your personal bathroom. And I think, here's where I add, one toilet paper roll and the sink essentials, and then something else on the wall maybe. Okay, I used these birds here. That's what I used. Then we're working on the daughter's room. So you'll see this bunk bed in here, but I do end up getting rid of that. The only thing that I got done for now is I mapped out the color scheme. So I loved this purple dresser from the High School Years pack, and then as soon as I saw that, I knew immediately I was going to use this bed because it's very art deco, it's very purple, it's very pretty. Pulled out the matching end tables for that as well, and then I decided on the wall. So I really like this one. It's like my favorite, this wallpaper, like the purple and speckly one. I like all the swatches of that, really. So I decided to make like a feature wall on one side and then regular purple on the other walls. I do end up changing the purple regular paint for a darker, kind of more pinkish purple, because I thought that it was just too much of the same color going on, and I wanted a little bit of variety. So here's where I change that. It just was too much, like it was. There we go. I think that looks much better with the darker bluish purple tone instead. And then I had that lovely little like light / speaker on the end table. I thought that was cute. And this little assortment of like a vase and a coin jar and a little camera and stuff. I had to use tool mod to raise that up ever so slightly. And then I added a ceiling light. And then also these new base game starlights I thought were really nice for over in her dresser area. And then the matching desk from High School Years, and also the gamer chair. And then I think that's pretty much it for this build session. So then the next one I head into shortly after this one cuts will be the rest of the room. Oh, and that white fluffy rug ends up being exchanged for the one from High School Years instead. I was really trying to make the white fluffy rug work, but I just couldn't. It just wasn't working for me. Here is that new purple rug instead from High School Years. And then I add a bunch of wall decorations also from High School Years. I had it filtered out. And I was looking at all these posters. In case you don't have High School Years or you don't use this item very often, there are so many swatches. Same with this little poster. I like it, and I've never used this particular swatch, so I decided that would look nice. And then, of course, a little neon light. So my thought for the teen that lives in this room is she's moderately messy, as you can see by all the piles of clothes. She's pretty girly, but she also loves gaming, and she has a part-time job as a video game streamer. And she also really likes fashion, so sometimes she does like Simfluencer things on her Simstagram, and she just tries to keep the aesthetic going in her room, to keep her like inspired and to keep all of her crafty things all together. She's also very crafty. She enjoys, making art and having her friends over for like chill sessions in her room and just like to do homework together and hang out, listen to music and gossip. And she's a very fun and hip teen. I don't even think hip is the word anymore, but I can't think of a better one. I'm so sorry. I'm old. And here is a backpack on her little ottoman at the end of her bed in one of the new swatches, and also a little stack of like books and open notebooks. And I did come back with a tool mod and I lowered and rose them to where they needed to be. I just didn't do it right here because I was too focused on getting everything set up. I broke out these modular little shelf things from high school years and I cluttered them up with all kinds of stuff. If you need to pause the video, you can take a look at everything, but it's mostly from high school years. There's a few things from the Modern Luxe kit and the Everyday Clutter kit. There's just so many good things. I think one of the magazine stacks is Moschino. And then we head into the very boring parents' room. I just kind of kept it very generic and simple. I really liked the blue and the white and this wood tone like color scheme. I threw in a couple plants. I also add a fireplace. I move that one window over and I add a fireplace. But my thought is that the parents here really enjoy the outdoors. I even made a little family to play test this, so you'll see them shortly. I got them off the gallery though. I got the two parents off the gallery. I don't know who they were. I just randomized from gallery and they came out just so cute together. I just loved it. So here is the rug from Horse Ranch. This family really likes the outdoors. They love gardening, like I was trying to say before I got very rudely interrupted. And then the ceiling light here is also from that I end up using is from Eco Lifestyle, before I forget. So I wanted to give them a very light and airy and cozy room that they can enjoy all year. Now they live in Del Sol Valley, so it doesn't exactly snow here, but it does get chilly. So that's why I thought that a nice tiny little fireplace in here would be good to help cut down on heating costs. And also because they do have a basement apartment and a treehouse apartment, they try to save money wherever they can with heating and cooling costs, because each apartment also has its own thermostat in it. And you can't always rely on your tenants to not blast the AC during the summer, or turn up the heat really warm when it just gets a little nippy outside. So they like to save money where they can. And here is the walk-in closet. This I was actually very proud of. I don't do a lot of walk-in closets, but here's the final product. I did clutter up a bunch of the shelves and cabinets, and there's lots of things from Everyday Clutter Kit, and Dream Home Decorator has those baskets. I use these curtains from Desert Luxe. I just sized them down ever so slightly with Tool Mod, and then I just kind of scooch them together. And I also use this little laundry hamper. Now you could add laundry into this game if you really wanted to. I personally didn't feel like it was necessary for this home because there's already going to be so much to do with the rentals. I didn't see it as a necessary thing. And here I am just adding the last couple plants to the parents' room, and that should be pretty much it for this space. And then we work on the back deck, and it's very cute. I add a little grill from Desert Luxe, and then this little block thing, I guess it's like an end table, I'm not sure. I size it down a little bit with Tool Mod again. And then I broke out these grill tools from, I think that's from Backyard Stuff or Perfect Pad. No, I don't remember. It's from one of them. It was very quick, like I said. And these little plants from Eco Lifestyle are actually very cute right here. So I sized them down a little bit, and then I used Tool Mod again to lower them into the block just ever so slightly, because I thought that they were just floating and they were bothering me. And then here's some outdoor furniture for the back deck. Again, I tried to keep it pretty simple. I used this one from Get Together. It is probably my favorite couch from Get Together. And now you'll see how the windows changed in the kitchen. There are these ones instead, which are still base game, but just a slightly different look. I wanted to go with a lighter wood tone instead. Now the front porch has a lighter wood tone already on the columns and spandrels, so I had to come back here and change that in the back porch area because I realized I hadn't done that yet. So here's just me changing the color of the wood tone back here instead. I know you love those new patio chairs from For Rent, because they are just so normal. They are so standard for an outdoor patio. Like, I have those chairs. My parents have those chairs. It's just so nice. And then here's the front patio. So I went a little bit more fancy with this. Those chairs are from Island Living, and the end table is from Paranormal Stuff Pack. And then I threw this new candle with like the lotus candle out on the table, and then I used this Dine Out daffodil vase because I think it's so cute. And I also pull out another tiny plant from Bloomin' Rooms, and I place that there. I use these lights. You see how I kind of put them next to each other to kind of get them in a better spot but still keep them at the right height, because I didn't want them to look silly. Sometimes I have trouble with lights like that, and I just wanted to make sure they were both at the same height. And then I added one more little plant over here, also from Eco Lifestyle. It's like this little assortment of like collards and stuff. Then we work our way into the basement apartment. I tried to make these as quick as possible in the video, so I cut a lot of it out, but you can always pause and take a look. If there's something that you want to know where it's from, you can always leave a comment. I will totally let you know, or you can, if you want to do your own research, totally fine as well. But I just wanted to map out the rooms. I noticed the bedroom was tiny, so I kind of scooted that out. So that's the bedroom, and then the room next to it will be the bathroom. This right here is the kitchen, and I pull out the countertops from the new For Rent pack. I really like these a lot. And in that corner where I just deleted that little hutch, I don't know if you noticed, but that ends up being like a little island counter, and that's like the dining area. It's just a little island counter instead, because I didn't really want to put a dining room table in here. It's just too tiny. And here is the little cabinet setup that I have come up with. So I decided to use the same sink from upstairs, the Home Chef Hustle sink, and I use this hanging dish rack up top. And then I add the bread box from Parenthood up above the sink here. I just use the 9 key to raise it up a little bit. And also this another little plant from Bloomin' Room, same as the front patio, just a different swatch. And also this cute little elephant teapot I put up top here. I thought it was so cute. I definitely decorated this apartment in very Tamarang fashion. Like, I used a lot of stuff from the new pack, and I made it very like Asian inspired, India inspired, all of that. I used that pack as like my inspiration for what this basement layout was going to look like. And I think it came out really cute. And also this siding here is from Growing Together. I really like that wood tone. I think it's very natural and very nice for a basement. And then also the wallpaper, I think that is from Courtyard Oasis Kit. Very much enjoy that in here. And then we have our little TV setup. I use the tiny living set, so the desk and the TV, and then I also grab a little bookshelf that attaches to the TV unit, and I pull that out as well. But it's a very cute setup. I even use the spandrel and the columns from the For Rent pack with the little half wall here in between the rooms. I thought that was really nice. And then here's everything all cluttered up. I have the cutting board and the knives and the little like lunchbox tin and like a basket of leaves, or not leaves, but like lettuce and stuff. I thought that was really cute. And over here we have our little dining area. So if you wanted to see all of the details up close, please stay tuned for these screenshots because I have lots of them. And if you just want to skip ahead and take a look, that is fine too. But I would really appreciate if you hung around. Also, if you like this video and you want to see more, please be sure to like and subscribe. I'm letting everybody know right now because I'm almost at 100 subscribers. And that means a lot to me because I've only started this channel less than a year ago. And to me, that's impressive considering I, had no experience with this kind of thing before, and I was just trying my best to do a really good job. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed so far. Now this is the bedroom, the one and only bedroom for the basement apartment, and I was trying to figure out what kind of mirror to use. At first I brought out these 3, but then I decided on this one instead from Seasons. I use this one a lot. I like the gold tone in it. I think it matches a lot of the gold tones in the rest of the bedroom set. And then I pull out this big plant, but unfortunately when I went to playtest I did have to get rid of that plant because the footprint is just so big. my sim couldn't get to the other side of the bed, and that made me very upset. So I got rid of that plant. I added 2 smaller plants instead. And also the lily vase is on top of the dresser. I did scooch everything over a little more, and also the bed I do eventually scooch further up against the wall so that there's more room to get through. My sim was having so much trouble in this room because it was so tiny and squished. But I used a lot of decor, these little like baskets and the little hat on the wall, and then a little bit more toiletry basket goes on top of the dresser, and I use the same like hanging fish light that I use in the living room space. I thought that was very cute. Here's the bathroom, again, all Tomarang stuff except the toilet. I gave them a regular toilet, only because we're not in the world of Tomarang, and I thought that for Del Sol Valley you'd probably just find a normal toilet. I used this one from not normal toilet, but a traditional toilet. So I found this one from Snowy Escape. I used that, and then I clutter up the bathroom with all bathroom clutter kit stuff. And then the tile, I think, is the same from upstairs, but a different swatch. And then I think for the walls, I used this one from high school years, and I thought that it just went together really, really nicely. Here's the bathroom all cluttered up. Different ceiling light. I think it's the same one from upstairs in this tone. I think that came out really cute, but this is pretty much it. Oh, and then the light in the kitchen is from Desert Luxe because I like it. Also, there's a little kettle down here as well, and a little light on the half wall. And here we are in the treehouse apartment, and I'm adding a couple little things, just a pressure cooker and the utensils to go next to the stove. I went very horse ranch for this particular apartment. So the treehouse is like the horse ranch apartment, and the basement is the for rent apartment. But yeah, I used this light here from Cottage Living. I added a little shelf in between the corner cabinets in the kitchen, and I added like some plates and a little plant. And there is this trinket box right here. I think that it looks really, really nice because I wanted to keep it kind of open. I didn't want to close it off completely with cabinets. And then here in the living room, we are using the same curtains from Horse Ranch. I just sized them down a little bit over the sink because they were a tiny bit too big. And then I throw in one more window here behind the TV because it just looked a little dark, like it needed one more window. And then out here, I was sure to make sure I had a trash can because we definitely need one up here. And a little rug underneath the couch and TV area. I thought it was really nice. I think what I also do here is after I add one more lamp, the same from the dining room table, is I add a little book selection. And I think one more little plant maybe on the table. I'm not 100% sure. No plant on that table instead. Well, I mean, they do live in a tree house, so I think they have enough plants. One more decoration for the kitchen, and then we work on the bedroom. It is very simple. Again, mostly Horse Ranch, like the end tables and the dresser and the bed are all from Horse Ranch, as is this light and the wallpaper as well. So very Horse Ranch heavy, but I think it looks really, really nice. I enjoy the way this came out. And then I add the mirror from Jungle Adventure, the one that leans up against the wall. I think that's really cute. I did add a couple extra plants in here though. After I add the little lantern from Growing Together in the dresser nook, I add some plants. In between the dresser and the mirror, I add some wall hangings. So here is that Horse Ranch painting, and then I think over here I just used the base game tapestry up on the wall. I think that came out really nice. And here's those plants I was talking about. Just normal Horse Ranch milk jug and flower. And then we are in the bathroom. So here is just our normal tiled bathroom, very bland and kind of beige, but it works in this sense. And there's a little hand towel next to the sink. And then I think above the toilet, I just add this little plant from Dine Out. And the same light from the kitchen, only in a different swatch. And that's pretty much it for the treehouse, other than a little outside light because it needed it. I did have to finish up the roofing because I hadn't done that yet, and I was very surprised that I had not done that yet. But it is all done now, and we are in the backyard. I did add a nice little pool and a lot of really pretty landscaping. So here's just a basic quick look at what I did with the pool. I added like a little, lip on the pool is like this kind of beigey off-white, and then inside the pool I used Spa Day tile on the walls of the pool and also on the floor. Now, did you know that if you put black flooring in a pool or black tiling in a pool in real life, it will suck up the UV rays from the sun and it will keep the pool warmer for longer? Yes, it's a very good little fun tip for you. But that is why I did a black tile bottom of the pool, because I was trying to throw in a little bit of realism. Okay, but here's some Desert Luxe outdoor patio chairs, and then I use this umbrella from Seasons, and I pull out the little like half circle little table here, and I do put a light on top. I think I use this one from City Living. Here is the basic landscaping for the whole home. I pretty much kept all of the landscaping that came with the home, like with the lot. I didn't get rid of any of it. I just kind of moved it around ever so slightly and added more of it. I wanted it to be reminiscent of the same style that it was before. So I kept the palm trees, I kept those mesquite trees, and then I just moved the rocks and the grass patches around, and I put some extra dirt underneath them to make them blend in more. And here's me adding just a little bit more terrain paint underneath the bushes and whatnot so that it blended in even better. I also added a bird bath, and I do eventually later on go back and add a little bird feeder as well from the backyard stuff kit or pack, not kit. Oh my gosh, that was from so long ago. It was not a kit. And also some outdoor lighting because we needed a little bit of that. I put it in the little tiny fence piece. I like set it inside there because I thought that made a lot of sense for this home. And I do end up getting rid of that very generic looking mailbox, and I use the wall mailbox from City Living later because I didn't even realize that I had that mailbox, and then I said, oh no, I didn't put a mailbox on the outside of either of the other apartments. So don't worry, I go back and fix that. When I was playtesting, I said, wow, I'm silly that I did not notice that. And here's just a little bit more terrain paint from the treehouse to the main path. And then I was adding in some grass pieces. I did add a full garden setup here. This is kind of like the Lots community garden, so all of the renters and the family can enjoy the outdoors and grow whatever produce they would like or flowers. I thought it was a very nice little addition. I do add a bunch of plants in here for my playtesters to grow because I thought that it was essential for them to have a nice setup garden when I uploaded this to the gallery. And I think what I ended up uploading it as is just a family home with rentals, like you see there in the upper left corner, because it wouldn't. I was trying to fit like Del Sol family home or family home hidden rentals, but it wouldn't all fit, unfortunately. They really need to give us more space with the titles of our homes, because I feel like there's so much to explain now just in the title, and it just doesn't do it justice. And here I'm adding some extra little garden decor, some from the Greenhouse Haven kit, some from Seasons, some is from Base Game. And also a little bit of Cottage Living Debug. I do add some Cottage Living Debug like soil bags that we got, and I thought that they just added a little bit extra. And then also this little like soil bag and pot combo. As you can see here, I am placing the rest of the plants so that my playtester can come out here and plant those. And then I wanted to add a pool floaty in the pool right here. And here's our lovely family enjoying the great outdoors. Dad is planting, mom is talking to the teen daughter out back. They're discussing what the new rules are going to be for the tenants. So she wants to help out her parents, and they're telling her like, you can be responsible for this, this, and this, and you can be, they were just having a great conversation. I thought that was really cute, and I really like this family. I've been playing with them a little bit now, and they did fill the vacancies. So oh man, it's been a lot of fun. And then here's mom and daughter out front. If you enjoyed this one, please subscribe and leave a like and a comment. Let me know if there's anything else you would like to see. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And again, if there's any other lot that you would like to see, whether it be rental or just a family home, I'm open to all options, looking for any new material that you guys want to see, especially after the holidays, because I'm going to lose a little bit of inspiration at that point. But I really hope you like this one, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.